In this video, I will be covering about the Moto G and Moto E phones I will compare. So the one on the left hand side, the black one is Moto G, and the second one, which is on the right hand side, is the Moto E. So I have white version. So just on the basis of the looks, you will see that the both the phones have a similar look to it, and just the minor differences there. The Moto E is a bit smaller as compared to the Moto G, and you can see in the at the bottom of the Moto E there is a metallic strip. So this is the main difference, and also you can notice that the Moto E doesn't have a front-facing camera, so which has been omitted. Actually, that's the sensor by the side of the earpiece. So both these phones are pretty much the same, and in terms of looks, and as you see, the size of the Moto E is a bit smaller. It is a 4.3 inch diagonally, and the Moto G is 4.5 inches diagonally. So in terms of looks uh, and feel, they are pretty much same, and both the phones are quite sturdy to hold on. Links has been provided on the video and also in the description section. You can right away click on those links and directly see the comparison chart, and also links have been provided separately for Moto E and Moto G phones. You can click on them and see their configuration separately. There's all the applications on Moto G and Moto E. Here's a close look at the Moto G phone. So as we can see, the screen quality, the pixel quality is a bit better in Moto G as compared to the Moto E. So here's the close look, and here's a close look on the Moto E. You can see the screen seems to be brighter and of better quality in Moto G as compared to Moto E. So the resolution in Moto G is 960 by 540 pixels, and uh, in Moto E it is 960 by 540, and in Moto E it is Moto G it is 1280 by 720 pixels. So here's the back. So pretty much the same, except you can notice that the Moto E doesn't have a flash on its back, whereas Moto G does. Rest, the build quality is almost the same. Here's the camera. So in Moto G you can see the autofocus feature. So in case of Moto E, I switched on the camera, and see there is no circular dial. Just tap on the screen and take a picture. So the camera is decent in Moto E. So here's on the comparison of both the phones. The thickness of the Moto E is a bit more as compared to the Moto G. You can see uh, the thickness is mostly at the center, which is more, and it is also shorter and stouter as compared to the Moto G. And you can see the buttons are on the same side, like the rocker, volume rocker, and the lock buttons. Rest of all the buttons have the on the same side on the Moto E as well as Moto G. And here's on the under surface, sorry, the under part, both the micro USB ports. Here's a comparison of the benchmark and TUTU benchmark. We can see that this Moto G has got a better score as compared to the Moto E. Also, we found that the Moto G was a bit faster as compared to Moto E while playing heavy games, but Moto E does play all these games very smoothly also. Not that much of quite of lag, but Moto G is a bit faster as compared to the Moto E. The rest of the features are almost the same except that the Moto E has a memory card slot in it, which is expandable up to 32 GB, and Moto E has an internal capacity of 4 GB as compared to the uh, Moto G has an internal capacity of 8 and 16 GBs, while Moto E has an internal capacity of only 4 GBs. So the news has come up from Motorola that they will provide memory card slot for Moto G as well in the future, and also they will include LTE in Moto G, so we can see these new features being added up in Moto G in future. But Moto E contains memory card slot, which is a plus point for Moto E here. Rest all of the things are almost the same. You will get the same handset charger and warranty card in the box, and both the phones are bar type and both have dual sim. They support micro sim in it. Both the phones have capacitive touch screens in them, and uh, both the phones will have multiple color options when you can buy shells from flipkart.com, which will be the exclusive seller of this phone. And the processor, we have seen that is faster in Moto G, which is the 1.2 gigahertz Qualcomm this Snapdragon 400 processor, whereas it is Snapdragon 200 1.2 gigahertz dual core processor in Moto E, and the size is smaller in Moto E, 4.3 inches, and rest all the features are almost the same except for the flash. And the another drawback in Moto E is that you cannot record in HD, that is full HD. You cannot record videos in that. So, but um, comparing at the price range they are offering, and the camera is also pretty decent, so considering the price they are offering, we can just ignore that. And if you are looking for some better camera, then you should go for Moto G or some higher phone. RAM memory is also same in both, and both support Android. And the plus point on Moto is that Moto E is now being provided with latest 4.4.2 KitKat operating system, whereas Moto G comes with the previous version. But you can also upgrade Moto G to KitKat version, and rest pretty much is everything is the same except for the pricing. Moto E is available exclusively on Flipkart for 7,000 rupees, and whereas Moto G for 16 GB you will have to pay 14,000 rupees. So um so that's the main difference in both these phones. And as I guess the Moto G has done pretty well in the market, and I hope that Moto E will stand up to it, and it's a better, even it might prove to be a better phone as compared to the rest of the phones in less than 10,000 market. So the rest of the companies like Samsung, Micromax, Nokia, they will have to stand up to the Motorola. So Motorola is going to be making a very quick and very big bang in the market, and they would just expect there will be a lot of selling of their phones. So regarding Moto E, it is definitely one of the best picks. You can buy under rupees 10,000. If you're short on the budget, then definitely this phone is worthy to be spent. So 7,000 rupees and very nice configuration of this phone. It's definitely value for money. Thanks for watching this video, and I have provided links underneath the description section. You can click on the links also on the videos for a comparison chart. You can click on the link and directly view the difference between the configuration of both these phones. And thanks for watching this video.